So Cheyenne, no PhD, Bryant.
Who the Black women audience has made me their spokesperson. I never made myself that.
Even if I had none of these 6 degrees that I have, none, 4 that are academic and 2 that are honorary doctorate degrees.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the Just a Girl Show. My name is Janine. If you are new here, if you're new to the channel, of course hit that subscribe button, turn your notifications on so you never miss an episode. And if you are a subscriber, welcome back to the channel. So I know everybody is probably tired of the Dr. Cheyenne Bryant fiasco that has been happening for the last week or two, right? But we have to continue it just for a little bit longer because I know that people sit around and talk about how they care about the Black community, and people feel like it's fake. People feel like, oh, everybody fake cares. And I get it. I get it. As someone who truly cares, and people may not believe me either, but when I say I truly care about the youth, I truly care about their success. I truly care about their influence. I really care. I really care about mental health. I really care about healing. I really care about being accountable and changing the behaviors and patterns to be successful in life, especially for Black women, which is why I have this platform to really hope that women hear this, listen, learn, and take heed to what's being said and not always take things as an attack, right? So Cheyenne Bryant is not only being questioned in regards to her degrees, but overall just, is any of it real, right? Is it all just for money? And she makes it very clear that she wants to make money. She wants to be paid well, and she is paid well, okay? So her sessions to book her, I believe they're like $350, $400 a session, right? Well, one of her former clients who booked with her booked this one-on-one session with her, looking for a therapist. Here's a clip of her sharing her frustrations with people who I guess are upset with her speaking out. I'm gonna share this. We're gonna come back and talk about it.
I want to make this very clear. I want to thank everybody for support, but also you have your naysayers in the background. Me speaking out is not about me trying to tear somebody down. It's not looking for a platform. I want to educate us. And it's so sad that when we speak up and talk about issues that are going on in our community, the people who speak up get attacked. When you suffer from PTSD and you had 2, you think I wanted to reach out to her, look for platforms. You think I wanted to reach out just for myself? No, I wanted to help, which is what I have now. And suffering from a traumatic brain injury, things look different for me than everybody else. So please don't put your experiences on me. But what I will say, encourage each other and speak up when things go wrong. Don't attack people for speaking up. Encourage people to speak up. You guys be blessed, but this stuff, we have to start taking care of each other and stop hurting each other.
Well, that woman shared that video out of frustration in regards to her original post. I'm going to read that for y'all. She clearly is upset with what people may have been saying in her comments, and she's looking for fame, she's looking for opportunity. But here's what she said, and I'm going to put it on the screen as well, but I'm going to read it for y'all. She said, I will not knock anyone for having an honorary doctorate who has done the work to obtain one such as myself. However, make sure people are informed of that. Don't lose that honorary doctorate. We're going to come back to that. Okay. I wanted to explain something from my personal encounter with Dr. Bryant, informing me that she was a woman and family therapist. She was, during the time my therapist wasn't available, and I wanted another Black therapist. Plus, I enjoyed some of the advice she was giving. I will say that Black women want Black therapists. Okay. Black women want a Black therapist. They want preferably a Black female therapist. So I understand when you're looking for another therapist, you're looking for a Black woman, because I deal with it with my clients, right? And that's totally fine, but they do prefer Black women as their therapist, right? She said, in our initial appointment, I was never asked intake questions about myself, which was confusing. An intake is all the information that clients have to answer regarding their past, mental health struggles, family history, substance abuse, presenting problems, medications, psychiatric diagnosis, everything. strengths, weaknesses, career, childhood. It's everything that you need to know about a client. You can ask those questions during the session, or you can do it beforehand and get, a form that they might fill out and then talk about it in session. So she said she never asked any of those questions. I didn't sign any forms or anything. I felt like I was talking with a homegirl who was giving advice. This conversation, the conversation was about her multiple engagement, which we know she's been engaged about four times, to some men, and how she sees herself then getting to really know me, which was why I didn't rebook. In that moment, I was dealing with anxiety due to PTSD and looking for guidance. But I fell into a depression after speaking with her because I wasn't in a space to hear how I wasn't a high value woman. I was looking for tools to learn and cope with what I was going through. I knew something was off, and I did tell people that, but I was called a hater. I am thankful that people are paying attention, but I'm mostly bothered about her lack of accountability for lying to the public. This is a reminder to make sure people are licensed therapists with proof. Okay. So again, she shared that original video because she got backlash for that post because they're saying that she's trying to clout chase. That's what she's saying. Now, I don't know. We don't know what's true or not, but this is what I think is going to start happening. Either people are going to unfortunately jump in the bandwagon and start lying about booking with her just because her is so popular, or her true clients who she's worked with, sessions she's had, they're going to, unfortunately come out and start to share their story. Now, what I will say is, I'm assuming that this woman, has probably booked with her in the last 2-3 years of her internet fame. Right. So you're going off of not only just booking with a Black therapist, but you also are hearing and seeing this woman. So you're like, wow, the opportunity. I need help. And she's really booming. She's really like, she's talking about. You don't really get to hear your therapist in that, in this fashion before you book with them. You kind of meet somebody for the first time. You never heard nothing about them, know them. You might get a little blurb. But when you see this could be my therapist, like she could be my therapist, it might get you excited to really feel like I'm going to really get results. Right. So her basically saying like, why am I getting attacked for somebody lying? I'm not looking for clout. I'm not looking for fame. Again, we don't know what's really real, but we're going to take it for what it is. Right now, back to the honorary doctorate piece. Did y'all know Cheyenne Bryant has 2 honorary doctorate degrees? Let me share this clip for y'all. We're going to come back and talk about it.
Even if I had none of these 6 degrees that I have, none, 4 that are academic and 2 that are honorary doctorate degrees, I would still think and be shaped the way that I am. I would still change lives the way that I do. I would still feel the same way about broken homes and broken families. I would still stand on the mountaintop and advocate for the Black community. I would still be president of the biggest civil rights organization, NAACP, for Los Angeles, San Pedro, Wilmington, and Palos Verdes for 12 years. I will still have my own street, the NAACP Square, President Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, Founder Joe Gatlin, in my city, Los Angeles, as a result of the work I've done in the community and the lives I have changed. They didn't give me that because I had a title. They didn't give me that because I have all this educational accolades. They gave me that because I'm impactful, I'm influential, I'm changing lives, and I'm able to lead without force. This is why I don't have the need to be liked, because leadership isn't I'm manipulating you to like me so I can lead you. That's manipulation. That's narcissism. Leadership is I'm going to show you my results. And if you feel like my results are something that's conducive to where you want to be, you are more than welcome to join.
So 4 academic, 2 honorary, which I believe she's saying she has 3 bachelor's degree. 3 doctorate degrees, 2 honorary ones, right?
So Cheyenne, no PhD Bryant, is doing damage control in a recent interview where she now states that out of the 6 degrees that she holds, 4 are academic and the other 2 are honorary doctorates. Now, we all know what she said before, but, nonetheless, it's probably all still a lie. But I'm sure she's coming forward now because her publisher has started to issue people refunds who have purchased her book. And they over there trashing her on Amazon, especially in the review section, because she lied about her credentials. But you actually have some of her clients coming forward now, and I don't know if they trying to sue her or what, but people are actually attacking them because they are coming forward and, speaking their truth. I'm pretty sure that that publisher is probably going to sue her because usually, when you get book deals and stuff, they give you all type of advances. And now that they are having to issue refunds because she was lying, it probably ain't going to turn out pretty for her. But this is what happens when you misrepresent yourself. And especially with an honorary doctorate, you still have no right to call yourself a doctor. It's misleading and it's definitely fraudulent to use the title for financial gain. So hopefully it all works out for her, but it's getting crazy.
And for me, again, going back to this original, post, her saying that she really does things for the community. She's really about her people in LA, all the things, which can be very, very true. Very true. And no one would have any problem with it. The issue is that she keeps doubling down on the lies. And then it comes off very much like, I don't got nothing to prove. I'm that girl. Who the F is you? I don't give a F what you think about me. Only God can judge me. It gives all of that. And it's like, it's not the way that you handle this.
Mrs. Cheyenne Bryant, at this point, it's the lack of professionalism for me, because there's no way that you went on all of these interviews, all of these podcasts, stating that you had 6 degrees, but yet you cannot show the people proof of one of them. And let me just say this, your obedience to God has nothing to do with your accountability of people. It does not make you exempt whatsoever. For you to go on national TV and say that you do not owe anybody an explanation other than God is very disingenuous to me. It's very inauthentic, okay? Let me just say that. So you are the one who started and stirred up all of this controversy, and the way that you're handling the controversy is absolutely absurd to me, because I will say that there is a way that controversy should be handled, and you're doing it the total opposite way. And hopefully it does not backfire on you, sis. In order to gain the people's trust again, in order to gain the people respect again, you do have to show some proof. You will have to show a degree, some degrees, whatever the case may be. You're going to have to give the people something other than those excuses that you have been given for the past few days, because it's not going to cut it. That's all I want to say. And let me just say this before I end. I was one of those girls that was rooting for Dr. Cheyenne Bryant, right? She went from video vixen to doctor, but now it seems like that's possibly not the case at all. So I don't know. I'm going to pray for you. I'm going to continue to root for you, but baby girl, you got to get the people something.
It's so unprofessional, so classless, and it does not give that you really care about your people, because somebody who really cares about their people and getting help, if your people are questioning you based on what you said, what do you want them to be reassured that you are who you say you are? Who acts like this? Like, it's not the way you don't handle things this way. And I agree. I think it's just messed up that this woman doesn't want, either you going to shut up or you going to find a way to stop being so aggressive about how you respond. Like, take it all away from me. I'm still that girl. Again, all the things that you have been doing, have done, and will do doesn't mean people don't appreciate that. Right? When you helping the Black community, you really doing what you're doing. It's the fact that you started this. When Corey Holcomb, my husband just said this, when Corey Holcomb, when it first Cam Newton interview came out, he was like, she ain't got no doctorate. I don't know why they're calling her a doctor. She could have said then, I don't got no doctorate. I honorary doctor degrees. Can't nobody argue with that until they want proof. Until they want the proof. So she got that honorary from that Christian college or whatever, but I think it's the fact that you got a woman who's, online emotional about her experience and didn't get the help that she thought she was going to get at that time. And then you had this very much like, I don't give a F. I don't care. I don't give a F. Like, how do you have that energy when you got this type of stuff going on? People are not questioning it just for fun. They want to know. They want to know because, are we getting scammed? Are you really who you say you are? You know what I'm saying? And I think that Black women, when we know we avoid accountability, we know we can't handle accountability. And I think she's falling very much into the narrative that you keep on talking and you keep talking and talking and talking and talking, and you're making it worse, and you will never, and I don't know when she's going to stop and finally just say, you know what, y'all, I don't have it. I didn't go to school. I stopped the program. I had to quit school for whatever it might be. whatever it may be.
We gonna be real about what you're talking about, not just as a black woman, but as a black woman who has stood on a mountaintop for our black community, who the black women audience has made me their spokesperson. I never made myself that. They love when I was ripping the black dudes apart in their perspective. They love when I was checking them and making sure that I was standing on a mountaintop speaking for all of us. But the moment they get to come out the bush they were already hiding in and go, oh, loophole to tear sis down. Now, let me disclaimer, not all, because there's a small group of black women I'm talking about, and that's that group who is now portraying as, we hate her, we dislike her, she's doing something negative. The bigger group of black people and women are flooding my DMs, are flooding my timeline, are saying, Doc, we love you, gas it, foot, Dr. Ryan. So, but to that group that you're referring to, it's not just me being a black woman, but it's also me being a black woman experiencing it from my own black women and black community. That is where it's like, oh, hold on, I gotta make sure that I remember my obedience is to God, not to y'all.
But she has too much ego and too much pride. And unfortunately, I think these clients, if another client comes out or more, I think it's only a matter of time. It's only a matter of time before those people who may have filmed with her, or people who booked those private one-on-one sessions with her, I think it's going to start to really unravel, and in a not so good way. That people, the companies who book her, I don't think it's about them even caring about her having a degree or not. I think it's really about the negativity that's attached to it, that you're going to bring bad publicity to our company, to our brand, and we can't have that. And I think that is the problem that's going to come with this. Instead, be a woman and apologize. Be a woman for apologize to your people for being so dismissive, because you don't want to provide the proof of the doctorate because you ain't got to put nothing to nobody but God. That's not fair. That's not cool at all. So I really, 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 seeing that woman come out and share that, and it's like, wow, I can believe that she said in that session, talked about her engagements. I can believe that. It gives that, like you said, you talking to your homegirl, she in there talking, you know what I'm saying? I believe that 100%. I believe that for sure. She got her money. She don't care if you ain't rebook. Oh, well. And that's a sad reality for it. And that could be anybody, a licensed therapist, unlicensed. There's many people out here in the mental health profession who don't really care about their clients, who don't really care about the work that they're doing. They're just doing it because it's cool to say you're a therapist. It's cool to say you are a doctor. It's what, you know what I'm saying? It's not really about helping people reach their goals, helping them work through their struggles, helping them work through their anxiety, their depression. They don't really care about this stuff, honestly. But, these are just my thoughts, per the usual. As always, please share your thoughts on this topic in the comments, of course. Subscribe to the channel, like the video if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next episode soon. Bye.